After boycotting Trump, look what top Democrat could lose. Records prove he is. One good rule to follow if you are going to start a war of words is to be sure you have your facts straight and your own house in order. Otherwise, your opponents you have just antagonized are going to grab your errors and inconsistencies and beat you over the head with them. If your ego is so inflated that you think you can say what you wish without regard to the facts, you might set yourself up to be humiliated. That said, there are those politicians who have made a career out of lying and who seem to get away with it, or at least seem not to suffer too much for spreading falsehoods. The Clintons come to mind, but they have an enormous amount of company. Yet even such confirmed egomaniacs as Bill and Hillary can only push things so far. After all, she ran 2 campaigns for president and lost both times, once in the primaries to Obama, and once in the general election to Trump. Bill got impeached and only stayed in office by a partisan vote in the Senate. Clearly, their legendary abilities to lie didn't save the day for them in these cases. And it looks like another pompous, leftist politician has just gotten caught in a lie, and more. John Lewis is a congressman from Georgia who hails from the far left. He made news most recently with his derogatory comments about Donald Trump. When asked by Meet the Press host Chuck Todd if he would cooperate with Donald Trump moving forward, Lewis responded, "It's going to be very difficult. I don't see this president-elect as a legitimate president. I think the Russians participated in helping this man get elected. And they helped destroy the candidacy of Hillary Clinton." There's a lot of conjecture there on the part of Mr. Lewis as he grabs at convenient theories and states them as fact to support his ridiculous notion that Donald Trump is not a legitimate president. In so doing, he echoes what Mr. Obama and other leftists have said or implied. Unable to come to terms with their defeat, liberals have thrown temper tantrums, which is really what all the illegitimate president talk boils down to. However, Mr. Lewis, in shooting off his mouth, has brought 2 facts into focus. First, Lewis was revealed to be a liar, as his claim that Trump's would be the first inauguration for him to miss was a fabrication. Turns out, the leftist congressman also skipped the inauguration of George W. Bush, and for the very same reason. Then it was revealed that he has not paid his fair share, which is a liberal mantra if there ever was one. In violations of this sacred piece of liberal dogma we find that records show that Democratic Representative John Lewis, to attack the legitimacy of Donald Trump's presidency, has failed to pay taxes on his $1 million townhouse in Washington, D.C., source, the District of Columbia Office of Tax and Revenue, via Got News. Perfect? The man casting stones at Donald Trump turns out to be a liar and a tax cheat. Of course, mindless leftist supporters will find a way to ignore these 2 inconvenient facts or explain them away. But you know the truth, and anyone willing to take a look can know the truth. Mr. Lewis is nothing more than one more liberal liar, and a rather bad one at that. Perhaps he should take some lessons from Bill and Hillary, as if that will do him any good. He could try telling the truth, but don't hold your breath. Thank you for watching this video. What do you think about this? Share this on Facebook and Twitter along with your comments.